right, looks like we're going live to Facebook. So I'm hoping all of you can hear on Facebook. Welcome, and want to welcome all of our friends, all of our guests here tonight. We are doing this every single night in January, February, and March from Monday through Friday. This is going to be exciting. Why are we doing this? Why go live? This is crazy talk. Why would we do this? Because we are all fired up about a thing called social retail. And we are going to share that with you tonight. The first thing we want to do is welcome any of the guests that we have to here tonight. If you're a guest, type it in the chat. Let us know who you're a guest of. If you're watching the replay on the Facebook page, just go ahead and put replay in there. Let us know what you like the best as we go through this. So tonight what we're going to do is we're doing a presentation tonight. We're just going to share some stories. We're going to share some experiences. We're going to talk a little bit about this company that we're all fired up about and why you should take a look at social retail. It's an exciting time right now in our company and in the history of what we call social retail as the pioneers. And we are super excited to share that all with you. So to get started, I'm just going to share just who I am and what I've done just in a short amount of time. And I'm going to invite some of our awesome friends to share as well. And let's hope everybody can hear everybody. And yeah, if you can hear everybody once they start, just give us a thumbs up. And if you can't, give us a thumbs down and we'll get going. I love technology, lots of new devices for the holidays. So guys, my name is Dave Simney. I live here in Los Angeles, California, or otherwise known as Rancho Cucamonga. I don't know why, but the general manager of our company loves saying that so much. But it's exciting, a great place to be. But I worked a long time in the entertainment business. I was there for probably 15 years, working my butt off. And as you know, we all go into work and we all got to make a living, right? We all got to pay the bills. And for a long time, I was in corporate America. And at the end of 2009, when my wife and I had our first child, we were on the road with a little girl called Lady Gaga. And she was very little at the time, 5'2". Some of you may have heard of her. My wife was her personal assistant. And it was fun traveling the world and, you know, getting phone calls from Donatella Versace and Bruce Springsteen and Madonna. That was all awesome. The glamour, the free clothing and all that fun stuff. But at the end of the day, I wasn't building my own business. I wasn't building a future. I was just collecting a salary so that when the day ended, I had to wake up another day and go back to work every day. I didn't get to get paid on the work that I did yesterday. So I always knew there would have to be something better. Even when I was at the peak of my career in the entertainment business, you guys, I was frustrated because I basically was owned by my employers, right? Whether it was Lauryn Hill or Rihanna or Lady Gaga or any of the people I worked for, they owned me. And while they were great bosses and everybody was cool and there was good money and all that stuff, I had no life. I just got another day older, another day older, another day older. So when we had kids, my wife and I made a realization. It was actually my bishop at church who said, David, you're not going to watch your kids grow up. And I thought, what does that mean? And I looked at my schedule and I was booked out literally for the next year. And I thought, my gosh, I'm going to have to watch my first son, Heston, grow up on Skype. And I was kind of frustrated at that, even though, again, I was at the peak of my career. At that very time when we were home having our first child, I went on Craigslist. Some of you have heard this before. Craigslist, it's crazy. That's where I found this company. I can't believe it. They were looking for a director of sales. Now, that doesn't sound anywhere near as exciting as what I was doing, but I went down and I met this woman. And I kind of tend to know a rock star when I see one. So far, we've had pretty good luck with meeting rock stars and helping them become famous. And this woman was called Ozma. There were really 5 things that I learned about Ozma and her company, and I'll share them with you because everything that I mention here is exactly the same to this day, and even 10x or even 100x what it was then. So I met this woman, Ozma, went down to Anaheim, California. She had a real small manufacturing facility that actually the manufacturing facility was probably about 30,000 square feet. Her office, though, was tiny. It's like the size of my current entryway in my house. It was a tiny little office with used furniture. You know what I'm saying? A tiny little logo above the door. And I walked in and I was like, wow, I've just been staying at like the Ritz-Carlton and flying in private jets, and I'm going to be going to this little office every day. I was like, I called my dad. He's like, oh, I don't know about that career move, bud, but I will tell you what, if you've ever had kids, can I get a show of hands? Who of you has children right here? Any of you have kids? Oh my gosh. There's something that changes when that little baby looks at you and smiles and just slobbers all over you. And it's like, you kind of go, wow, life isn't really about you anymore. Does that make sense? Like your life becomes about this little human, and everything shifted. So the 5 things that blew me away about Ozma was, one, her education. I mean, she was educated at Princeton, dual MBA marketing finance from Rice, and a little, Berkeley, the best school in California. So she had like all this education and pedigree and background. She was a servant leader, but she was a brilliant formulator, brilliant marketer, just a brilliant supplement expert, collagen pioneer, all these things. So that was the first thing, was Ozma, her leadership, right? The second thing was the company. The company was rock solid, privately held, debt-free. They were vertically integrated. They formulated all their own products, and they had patents. So that leads me to the third thing, were the products. The products were insane. At the time, there was a thing called the juice wars. You may have heard of the juice wars, when everybody had a fancy juice, but nobody had patents, but everybody said it was going to cure everything known to man. And it was like, woo, antioxidants are powerful, all right? They're good for your immune system. They're good to have, polyphenols and flavonoids and all these things that help your strengthen your DNA and all of that stuff, right? But at the time, everybody with a fancy juice from the rainforest, some guy went down to Brazil in a canoe and he was like rowing, and then he found a berry, and then this berry was going to cure everything that's ever been wrong with you. It got a little hokey there for a while, and these companies would go zip all the way up to $1 billion and then just fall apart within 5 years. And there was a reason behind that, because there was no intellectual property. And so what this company did differently was they had 7 patents, 37 clinical trials. They didn't have that many when I met her, but this company had all the research in not just in like, quote unquote, like sales or whatever industries. It was in the big published journals and major journals by third party, what they call CRB, IRB approved CROs, clinical research organizations, right? So all that blew me away. And I was like, oh, if these companies can make billions of dollars on juice, wait until they see what a product line that's proven for hair, nails, eyes, skin, gums. It's like, it's a joint product, and the side effect, other than like death, like Celebrex or some of those, you see those like the baby boomer couple running in slow motion on the beach, and they're telling you like, do your joints hurt? And it's like slow motion, and they're like, you may die, your liver may completely erode, you may be gone in like 6 months. You're like, dude, I just want to get up the stairs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to have no knee discomfort. Right? I don't want a new knee yet. I don't want to go under the knife. I don't want injections every 5 seconds. And so this product comes in and they're like, boom, it's proven for joints. Proven. Like 90% of people saw at least a 40% improvement in 90 days. And then the side effect, unlike death, was like younger looking skin, healthy gums, eyes, nails, hair. Like, I have to cut these bad boys literally every week. They grow like crazy. Your hair is nice and thick and full. So all of this stuff, right? So I was totally blown away. And at the time, we just had kind of like this one kind of narrow one product company. And it was like brand new company. So that was the third thing. The fourth thing that I loved was the business model, like the compensation, where you could get paid for your referrals. In traditional business, right? Your boss tells you how much you're worth. You go apply for a job, right? You have your resume, your CV, you've got your references all together, and then you're competing with somebody 10 years younger than you that's like got a bigger degree, and you're like, dude, but I have more experience, and it's like da 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 da, and then you're on edge because you need the job, and it's all this stress. And then some kid that's younger than you is like interviewing you, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is going to be my boss. And then you look at left and you look right and you're like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to work with you. And that's just your first day and you haven't even gotten the job yet. Like, guys, how many of you guys have been here? I know Kirsten's been here because she's yawning and I'm putting her to sleep, but it's all good. Your camera's on, so we love you for that. But you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, it's probably after work and you're probably sitting here like, oh my gosh, another presentation. But here's the deal, you guys. This business model is the dream money. This business model you get to do. You don't have to do, you get to do. And so what I loved about the business model was this. So follow me here if you're a guest, or you know, if you're on here, maybe you're new in this business. You guys, like when you truly understand this business, you will break down brick walls, barriers, you'll jump over hoops, you will do anything and everything to participate in this business model. Why? It's very simple. Instead of somebody else telling you how much you're worth, how much salary I'm going to give you, what your little measly 2 weeks of vacation is going to be, and how many days you can have off for your own freedom, instead of somebody being your boss and telling you what you're worth, you determine your worth. You give yourself a raise. And here's what I mean. When in traditional sales, let's say I go sell anything. We're all in sales, right? I mean, if you've ever been married or ever got a job, you're in sales. Let's say you sell one thing. You sell, I don't know, a house, and then you sell a car, whatever you sell. Once you sell that thing, it never pays you back again the next month, right? Imagine if you sold a house and every time the people that bought the house pay their mortgage, they gave you, 3%, 5%, 7% of their mortgage as a residual commission. That would be crazy, right? It would almost be so crazy that you would say, David, that's got to be a scam. That's got to be a scam. That can't be right. And then what if the people who bought the house from you referred some other people, right? And they referred a few other people who bought a house from you. And then every time those people paid their mortgage, the people that did the referral, they got a little commission every time someone paid their mortgage. And then could you imagine, like, does that even exist? And I'm here to tell you, like, this business model is real. So here's how it works in a nutshell. You sell one thing, right? Let's say you make $30. And then the next month, and that's one, let's say it takes you an hour. So whoop-de-doo, you made $30 in an hour. You're like, David, I'm worth $100 an hour. All right. $30 is not bad. Okay. A lot of people's out there, getting $20, $30 an hour and loving it, at Home Depot and sweating on their butts all day. And you know what I mean? Like trying to pick out screws that you've never even heard of before. Like, hey, if that floats your boat to get by and pay the bills, more power to you. But if you want to triple, quadruple, 10x your hourly income, there's no other industry that can do it. There's no guaranteed commissions here. I can't make any guarantees. It's a commission-based business, but here's the difference. Let's say you have that one customer that orders and you make $30. The next month they order, you make another $30, but it's the same amount of work that you did to get the customer. You don't have to do the work again. You see what I'm saying? The third month they order, there's another $30. So 90 days in, you just made $90 on the original hour. And then 10x that, let's say they're on the product for 10 months, that's $300 you made on 1 hour of work. You say, well, that can't be true. What do I? Oh, sure. Maybe you ask a question on a text message. Maybe they want to ask you, hey, does this product have this in it? Yeah, so maybe you work 5 or 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes over that year. You know what I mean? Maybe you send them a few messages. But my point is, a leveraged income is an income that shows up whether you show up or not. You still have to work like any other business, but there's no better business and compensation model. Ours actually starts from 10%, goes up to 36%. On the product side. And we also have a business referral commission. So it's like affiliate on one side and a business referral on the other. And it's a magical combination when you work both. They work in synergy. So it's a beautiful business. And the reason why more people aren't doing it, even though it's a $200 billion industry, it's bigger than the movie industry, the music business, it's bigger than all these, the NFL, it's bigger than all of those combined. The reason why is because so many people around the world are empowering themselves with their own businesses, but not everybody wants to get into. I just heard an ad literally on the way here tonight that asked to join a franchise for some kind of hot wings franchise. They wanted you to have $500,000 net worth. I'm like, okay, we got that. They wanted you to have $200,000 cash liquid. I was like, okay, we got that. And then they said, and then you got to attend the seminar and sign up, and then we'll consider your application. So it's like, I got to write a check for 200 G's. I got to have $500,000 net worth just to even get started on one Hot Wings franchise. And then they get to tell me if I'm worthy. Give me a freaking break. My time is worth more. Your time is worth more. And when you work together with a team, we can all do more. It's truly empowering. So the fourth thing is the compensation. And the fifth thing for me were the systems that are in place for everyday people. It's one thing to hear like, oh, Dave Simney, he's given 1,000 presentations on collagen and he toured with Lady Gaga. Like, woo, whoop-de freaking do. What about me? And it's like, well, let's talk about you. Everybody has influence. If you've ever told someone about a restaurant or a movie or anything you've loved, you have influence. And whether it's your sphere of influence, your circle, your friends, your family, your network, they always say your network determines your net worth. You have influence, whether it's just 1 or 10 or 20. And so many times we underestimate our own influence. And your influence means something to you. That's your brand, your relationships. And so many other businesses, you don't get to leverage those. You don't get to work with people that you want to work with. You get to work with people who they tell you you have to work with. And I'm here to tell you there's no better industry where you don't have to commute. You can work from your pajamas. You can choose the people you work with, okay? And you can be empowered. So guys, what do you need? You need a rock solid company that pays on time. You need a product that everybody loves. Multiple products is a bonus. Multiple categories of products, even more bonus. You need a system that works. You need a team that's successful, that knows what they're doing. Okay, you need a good business partner to come in and come with you and take you on the ride with simple stuff. So that's it. That's what we offer. So what I'm going to share with you is we did this in reverse order. We talked a little bit about the business first. I'm going to ask a couple people just to share their experience with the business. I'm going to share just a couple slides. And then what I'd love for everyone to do that's on here, I'd love for everyone just to hit us with what your favorite product is from this company and why you love it so much. And then we'll wrap it up. So that being said, I just want to call on just a couple people to share their business experience. So I'm going to start with Dr. Phil. I'm also going to start with Kasha, and I'd love to hear from B. So those three, if you could go in that order and just share what you feel in your opinion why are you here? What makes social retail so different from all? I mean, Phil, you're a Southwest Airlines captain. You are a chiropractor. Kasha, you're a Airbnb owner, entrepreneur, mom, wife to a busy doctor and executive. And I mean, you have so many businesses in the virtual linear space. B, you work for the school board. You've been hustling your whole life, earning a salary, and you're like ready to retire and do Modere full time. So let's just share just your brief experience about what you love about social retail, and then we'll talk about the products a little bit. All right. So Dr. Phil, we'll start with you, then Kasha, and then B.
Got it. Thank you, David. So hi, you guys. Thanks for attending. As said, David's introduced me there. I'm Dr. Phil Sleds. I have a functional health functional medicine practice here in Austin, Texas. I also do a little flying on the side. And, in short, you guys, what I really want to impress upon you is the products in this company, I'll just make an overall statement, are backed. They're very compliant with FDA regulations. As a matter of fact, they achieve extra certifications for their legitimacy. One is CGMP compliance, and there's a whole other bunch of ratings. So this is a clean label company. If you're into the whole clean label thing about things that are safe and non-toxic, well, then that's what's important to me. That's what's important to me. That's what's important to my family when I share things. That's what's important to my clients and patients. So these are things that, David, if you're on, I think you mute that. I can hear my echo going on in your screen in the background. I don't know if anyone can text David. Thanks, Dave. Got it. And so these are things that I can stand behind. Sorry about that, you guys. We're always working through technical things. And we have what's called a hero product line. So we have a lot of products, and then our main product hero line are the collagen products, because we have a very unique collagen that kicked off the collagen wars back 10 years ago, which are really ramping up now today. And we have a proven highly absorbable collagen that can make more medicinal claims than any other collagen on the market because of its unique absorption and composition. Okay, so in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is that we have really great products that are proven, they're backed by science. There's a lot of doctors in the company, but the most important thing I'm going to shift gears into or talk about just right now is you don't have to come in with that knowledge. You don't have to. There's a lot of hand-holding in this. And what we have with our team, with our little group here, is we even have our own personal app. And in this our own team personal app, we give you the before and after pictures. We give you things to post. So if you're new to social media, or you're just getting started with social media, because that's a lot about actually how a lot of us work our business, we spoon feed you. We hold your hand because we have so many photos, whether it's weight loss or testimonials about hair growth or skin wrinkles or cellulite or whatever it is we're working with, which is all these things that are in high demand today. We have that set up. It's a very leveling the playing field system that we have. Going back to what David said, it's all about the systems. So the systems are very, very simple. They're very easy to follow. So anyone, based on your background, can get started. You can start working this right away, and you can start building residual income, which will bring me just to this last point, the importance of having another income source. So we are in a time today, guys, where we have to have multiple streams of income. It wasn't that way when my parents were growing up. It wasn't that way when I was growing up. I didn't think of that I would have to do that. But today, in this day where people are downsizing and companies are shifting and working from home, and we have the opportunity to go find employment elsewhere because we want to be happy, we want to be fulfilled, we want to work with people that we really enjoy working with and feel impassioned, and we want to serve at a higher level. I think that's what it's all about for me, is serving people at a higher level is something that delivers meaning and impact to other people's lives in a favorable way. And that's what this allows us to do in a proven system that has been, oh, by the way, this is the last point I'll mention, twice awarded or twice mentioned in Forbes for our leadership, for our innovation, product innovation. And that was during the toughest economies here in the last 2 to 3 years. We just got mentioned in Newsweek as voted in the top places to work. And we are like an independent contractor company where you just come in and you can do what you want, or you don't have to. That's what this is all about with our networking system. So that's it for me. I'm going to cut myself off. I'm going to give you the thumbs up, David, and I'll pass it off to whoever is next. Thanks, you guys.
Okay, I think I'm next. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Because I can't hear anybody. Okay, but I guess I can talk.
We can hear you.
Welcome everybody. Oh, okay, good. Welcome everybody. My name is Kasia Korczak, and I started this business just being a customer. It was 2011, I think, and I was so excited to try this product. My husband had a hip problem, and we just took this product, not thinking much. It was suggested by his chiropractor. We loved it. Fast forward 6 months, I switched from customer to a business builder, and I just built this business like maybe small part-time. So I had few people that were interested in building, and then it just grew. But I was always like director 1, director 2. I totally agree with Dr. Phil that you have to have multiple streams of income. And I, like David mentioned, I have my Airbnb here in Florida, and then I have my design business. So I've been always like working my Modier business few hours every week. Over the past 2 years, since we just stayed home and didn't do much, nothing was going on, my business grew like 700%. So I was like, oh wow, I'm at the right place. So I started working more, and then David created this great group that I'm a part of, and we are so thankful to David for that. So yes, what I love about this business, it's just flexibility. This past October, I had a little bump on the road with my health, and I had to go through a surgery, and I'm still recovering. But nothing changed. My income didn't change from Modier. Everything is the same. Like, I can work either 2 hours every day or 5 hours, or sometimes I don't feel like working at all. So that's just convenient. And yeah, it's just the system we have, and just following it, posting stuff. Social media plays a huge role. So I definitely recommend this
Please
to everybody.
text Rachel and tell her I'm on a Zoom. Yeah, no, she called.
Oh, I think you, Nina, if you can mute. No, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, so I would definitely recommend this business to everybody who's got a spare few hours during the week to do so. So thank you. I don't know who is next.
You need to unmute yourself.
Okay, sorry. This is B, Italia, and I have been with this company since last 3.5 years. And 1 year I didn't do anything because I lost my husband almost 3 years ago. So I didn't do anything for a year, but now I'm back in business, basically back helping people out. I work for the school. It's a chartered school. I've been there for 9 years. And I'm retiring. I'm happy to retire June of 2022, this year. So my main mission is to help people out with better health products. So that's my vision, that I want to help millions and millions of people all over the world. So I've been talking to each and every person that I meet about our wonderful products and what changes it has made in my life. When Kelly introduced me 3.5 years ago, I was very skeptical with all the products, especially taking something internal, which I did not want to do it. So I started with all and she was very persistent. She says, try this, try the other. So she kept giving me some different products. So I tried the household products. I love those products. And then all of a sudden, I had real bad discomfort on my knees and my ankles. So I thought maybe I should try what Kelly's telling me, the Liquid BioCell. I should try and see how that works. And it was amazing. Within 10 days, all my discomfort was gone. Not only I was able to walk, but I was able to jog and exercise and work out. So that was really good for me. So that drawn into the business, I said, okay, I don't want to be a customer anymore. I want to come into the business. That way I can spread the word around and help millions of other people all over. So that's where I am. I'm looking for my retirement so that I can be full-time Modier, and I'd love to travel. So I'm going to travel different places. And I love this group. It's just so wonderful to work with this entire group. So much support, so much love. I've never seen, this is my Modier family over here, because I'm originally from India and all my family members are in India. I just have 2 children and they are in Florida. But my nearest and closest family is right here in Modier. So I love working with you all. Thank you, David, for everything you do.
Thank you so much, B. We love you so much. Thank you, Dr. Phil, and thank you, Kasha. It's just such an incredible business where we love, we accept each other, we help each other out at whatever level you want to play. I think a lot of people, when they hear start a new business, it's like, oh, I'm too busy. Like, I don't think there's ever a right time to, like, quote unquote, start a new business. But I just want to share with you, no matter how busy you are, 2 paychecks are better than 1. All right. And if you spend any time on social media, you got to hear about social media 2.0, because, you know, we're doing something that literally has never been done before. We pioneered it, and now we're going to the next level, which is social retail 2.0, because everybody wants to make money from home in their pajamas. I'm telling you, it's changed everything. And so just in a nutshell, some of you may have heard of our collagen HA matrix technology. These products revolutionized collagen. We're the pioneers. I'm not going to go too deep into this. Here's what I'm going to say. If you haven't seen this on social media, on Instagram or TikTok or, you know, Facebook, then you would be living literally under a rock, because this stuff has taken over the world. We're selling literally billions of dollars of this product. We're doing 1 million bottles a month. It is blowing up, and we're now in 29 countries. So you guys, the collagen HA matrix technology, I'm just going to share with you literally in 30 seconds how we're different from everybody else. All right. First of all, we're a liquid. Second of all, we're a matrix of collagen and hyaluronic acid, not just collagen, also chondroitin sulfate. We're not just for joints and lubrication and joint discomfort, for mobility and function, all of that. We're actually helping protect your cartilage and connective tissue. But the side effect is a soft, supple skin, glowing skin, right? Increased collagen content, healthy hair, nails, eyes, gums. There's 4 different blends, and I'm proud to say that we just launched. Actually, tonight would be your last chance to get the limited time offer with the free little beaker tonight until 10:59 p.m. Pacific. We have a new product called Liquid BioCell Immune, and the immune product bolsters your immune system. So it's all these antioxidants to help, you know, support, you know, healthy DNA and all the different phytonutrient functions and antioxidant functions. The same amount of resveratrol is 8 bottles of red wine for your cardiovascular, but the immune product is the perfect product to bolster your immune system. All right. The product's not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease. But here's what I'm saying. With 7 patents, 37 clinical trials, it is a blockbuster. We also have our liquid collagen HA CLA, which is a trim, the lean body system. We have a product called Modere Axis, the new biology of wellness. This is a one of its kind in our industry, the first in our industry. It supports a diverse microbiome. But what it is it's a pre, post, and probiotic all in one, supporting the gut barrier integrity, which collagen, you know, helps with that. So combined with this, the tree biotic, along with the phytogolds, reds and greens, and you are on your way to incredible health. The product, as I said, is manufactured in the USA. We have offices in Newport Beach, a brand center in Soho in New York. And then, of course, here in Springville, Utah, we manufacture all of our own products. In fact, we're the original global leader in clean living. Before companies like Seventh Generation and Honest Company jump on the clean living bandwagon, we were there without SLS, without parabens, before anybody else. There's a list of ingredients that we never use in our products. You can see how big that warehouse is. And I just got word today from corporate, they're even expanding this. And that's a really exciting news, because we're growing. We're on our way to being $1 billion company. And as I mentioned, we're in 29 countries. So to be able to have your own business here in North America, and then who do you know? Who does your network know in Europe, India, Japan, New Zealand, Australia? I don't know about you, but those are all places that I love to vacation. I've been to every one of those, and I love going there. So they always say, start a business where you want a vacation. The Brand Experience Center in Soho is so cool. This is not your mom and pop's direct sales company. It's social retail. And with 2.0 coming out, here's what's going to happen. It took us literally with our systems, it took 4 years to get our first million customers. And then in the last 3 years, we've gotten 3 million customers. So now that's 1 million a year. And so what's going to happen is our revenue grows year after year. Every single year is the biggest year ever. And last year, I think it was 70% growth for the entire company. It's almost doubling every year. And so every year, we know it's going to be the best year ever. So here's what happens. 2013 and 2015, all these years that have led up to 2022, everything has gotten better and more solid. And now we're on track in momentum. So what happens is between the next 3 to 4 years, this will be a household name. This will grow into some of the companies you've heard of when you think of, people that work from home, and you've heard of some of these companies. You will hear about Modere. They will hear about it from someone. You might as well grab your market share. It'd be like being in the dorm room with Elon Musk and he just launched Tesla, and you're like, dude, this is going to be big. And he's like, I know, we've been growing and growing and growing. It's like, dude, get your stock. You can't buy stock. The only way you can buy stock in Modere is to get in and get started and get customers. Your customers are your stock because they're attached to you and you get a commission from them. So to grow by 89%, and then the next year we're going to grow. Here's what happened. In the first 7 years, 4 million customers. Imagine where we're going from 2022 to 2026. So if you're like me, you have long-term vision. And what we do is simple. We're going to teach you the art of relationship marketing, of attraction marketing. We're going to take care of all the posts and all the ideas for you. So all you've got to do is just attract people. We give you curiosity posts. We give you an onboarding system to show you. We even tell you what to post, and we tell you what to say after you post it. So we're going to help you monetize the two things you have already, your cell phone and social media. All right. And you'll have hero products that nobody else can get. You'll have everyday products that increase your average overall cart volume. That's called sticky volume. When people love how their hair smells. I just tried our new sunless tanner. You can still see it stained on my hand because I didn't realize what I was doing. So half my face is tan. I just did one light coat, but now I know how to use it. But you'll have all these everyday products, the world's only EWG verified oral care line. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll have products that everybody will use. I use about 20 to 25 products on a daily basis. From when you wake up in the morning to the bathroom, you go to the laundry room, you go into the kitchen. It's like so cool to support your own business. And, just like a Starbucks, like, you wouldn't have to, if you were going to start a Starbucks franchise, well, first you'd probably need 2 or 3 million. And I don't even know if they do franchises. But if you were going to start a Starbucks franchise, you wouldn't have to try every single product in that Starbucks before you said yes, right? You're like, you're not going to love every single product. So guys, Modere gives you flexibility to be able to share products you love, but also monetize on maybe products you've never tried that somebody else loves. The company helps you with marketing. We'll help you build a business from anywhere. We give you mentorship. You get paid twice a day, all right, which is amazing. And guys, just in a nutshell, there's 9 different bonuses, all kinds of monthly promotions, incentive trips. And I'll tell you what, our team specifically, we do a lot. We're very generous. We all help each other. And as my friend Wes Bewley said the other day on our kickoff call, Social Retail 2.0, where we're going in March, we reinvented the entire traditional direct sales industry. I don't even consider us a true direct sales company or a quote unquote network marketing company. I don't even consider us that. We're more affiliate, straight to consumer via social marketers. And the company does a lot of the work for you, incentivizing people to share their code and save money and get free product credits, all of which you get paid on. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So with that, I just would like to do a quick round robin before we go. And I'd like to open it up. If everyone could just unmute, and I'm going to call on some people to unmute. And this might be fun because I can't hear what anybody's saying, but here's what I'm going to do. If you could be prepared to just share your favorite Modere product and why. We don't need, a big explanation of everything it's done for you or anything. Just want to do a quick round robin, and everybody that's on here, that's not a guest, everybody that's been on these products, just share literally 15, 20 seconds. What's your favorite product and why you love it? So we're going to start with Laurel. We'll go to Sherry, and I'll just call it out from there. All right. So we'll start with Laurel. We'll go to Sherry. Then we'll go to Alex and Nina, and we'll rock it from there. So Laurel, take it away, my friend.
So I am not going to say your typical answer and say BioCell. My favorite every single day product is the Trebiotic. Everything starts with your gut. So gut health is so, so, so important. If you've ever had that bloat that we get, women, men, I don't know. Do men get it too? I don't know. But that bloat, like poochy stomach, gone. One scoop to poop, true story. Keep your gut healthy, keep your gut going. Also, I'm not supposed to talk about it, but today's also the last day to get a free mitt with the Sunless Tanner, so you don't get orange hands like David.
Hi, I'm Sherry. My favorite product is Liquid BioCell because my 89-year-old mother, who only wanted to be dead because she was in such discomfort, her life was changed. Within a month, she was comfortable. She began to get interested in her hobby. She kept sleeping all day long. So I will always love this company for what it did for her.
Hi guys, my name is Alex. So my favorite product is the BioCell Life because I finally started to see results with my hair. I've tried powdered collagen for 15 years and didn't see even my nails growing, nor did I see my hair growing or getting any thicker. So BioCell Life made a huge difference. Also, I want to mention, because I think that's important in that respect. I've been dealing with hormone issues since I'm 35. And part of that was, part of the issues is hair loss. And I finally, using that product, finally saw hair growth and thickness of my hair. So that's my favorite.
Okay, I'll go. I love all the products that they spoke about, but Trim, our belly buster, is just a game changer. I've had weight issues all my life. My body, I've always been bottom heavy. And with the use of Trim now, I have thin legs and I only do Pilates once a week. It just does amazing things for the skin and the body. And I'm one of those who also uses like a gazillion products a day because I just love everything.
All right, Kelly Tabara, let's hear from you. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, hey guys. Well, my two favorite all-time systems are the Lean Body System, which helped me get into the best shape of my life after a traumatic boating injury. And then also the Life, when I combine it with the Whole Cell Proof system, like that's my ultimate inside-outside beauty package. And then I believe the new Immune Health is going to be a top contender, but it's en route, so we'll see. But I believe that's going to take place at the top 3 for me. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's go to Diane and Kayla, and then we'll wrap it up, you guys. Thank you so much. So Diane and then Kayla.
Hey, I'm Diane. I am completely new to Modera, but I absolutely love it. So far, the Life Collagen has completely changed my life. I have a million autoimmune diseases, and I've had a very hard time walking and with my joints and inflammation in other areas. And the Life has been a game changer. I don't have any more aches, any more pains, any of that stuff has all gone away. On top of the fact that I've noticed my wrinkles are all going away, which is a blessing. So for me, that's been a life changer. And also I love the Tribiotic. I have been taking that now for the last month, and that has been a complete game changer. I've had issues for the last 15 years, and I've probably seen every doctor under the sun, and nobody has ever been able to figure out why. I had a lot of gut issues, and I've had every test done that you could imagine. I personally work at Loma Linda, so trust me, every specialist on that planet has seen me, and no one has been able to help me. But taking that daily, all those issues are gone. So for me, that's just my own thing. So those are my two favorite right now, and I can't wait to jump in to all the other products.
All right, I'll go next. Hi, everybody. My name is Kayla. Let's see. My favorite products are the Lean Body System, and then which has helped me tremendously in my weight loss journey. And the Liquid BioCell Life. I have had thyroid issues since I was in the 3rd grade. So basically, it was hard for me to end up losing the weight like a normal person and stuff. So with that being said, those are my top 2 favorite products. I've gained my hair back tremendously. So I thank y'all for letting me speak.
Love it. Go ahead, Janet.
Hi, my name is Janet Jacobs, and I've been on the BioCell for 10 years, but it's changed my life totally in 10 years because in 2000, I lost my spleen, and that's your immune system. So I used to get sick all the time with bronchitis or pneumonia. If I was around anybody with a cold, I would end up the next week guaranteed in bed for a week. And since I've been on the BioCell, I don't know, it must have something to do with the collagen, but definitely the Life Blend with all the antioxidants in the fruit. That's my testimony. I don't get sick anymore. I even got COVID last year and I didn't even know I had it until I lost my sense of smell. So yeah, I'm with the BioCell, but I also love the Trebiotic for whoever was talking about the bloatness. It totally is gone with the Trebiotic. I love it, love it. So yeah, thanks, David.
Love it. Well, thank you so much. And I just want to give this last disclaimer. The product's not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. And so just want to thank all of you guys. Want to most importantly thank all of our guests here tonight. And if you want to get started, there's 3 simple steps. So number 1, talk to the person that shared this with you or who tagged you in this. Get back to the person, get back to them tonight so you can get on that BioCell Immune. And if you just want to be a customer, that's fine. You can be a customer. We'll get you a discount code. But get those freebies. Get the 2 products that have freebies tonight: the new Sunless Tanner with the Collagen HA Matrix Technology Topical, and the Immune, Liquid BioCell Immune with the free beaker tonight only, which is very awesome. So be a customer or join us as a business. We have a thing called the XM Pack, and the XM Pack gives you a jump start to the business, gives you $200 in free product credits over the next 4 months. So you can try out so many of these cool new products you've heard about. It also gives you a jump start toward all the bonuses and a free ticket to the next event, which is happening in March, where we're rolling out Social Retail 2.0. So with that, you join our business, we plug you into our Facebook groups, and we love on you and we help you, and you're not alone. So guys, thank you so much. We are here every single night, Monday through Friday, this same link at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow night, Shalise Noel, huge influencer, coming on, sharing her story, bringing all her friends together. So we're going to have a big influencer night tomorrow. Wednesday night, the Black Diamond Bombshells take over, and they're going to be sharing a whole host of how they've built the business. So excited for that. And then Thursday, my wife and I are back in the saddle, and Friday, I don't know. I think it's going to be Dr. Phil if he's not flying a jet somewhere. But I'll tell you what, every night we will be here. We'll share our experiences with you. And all you've got to do is just invite somebody. Everybody on here, just make it your goal. Just invite one friend tomorrow night to just be a fly on the wall and listen. I'll try to keep my jokes good. We'll keep the Bombshells jokes good. And we'll keep you entertained and have some fun. Thank you guys for joining us. If you want to hear more about the business, get back to the person that shared this with you. Thank you, everyone. Have an incredible night. Goodbye, everybody.